Hi everyone, Rachel and Cal here. Welcome to this glute session today. If this is the first time you've tuned in, you'll need to stop the video and just go back and look for a 5-minute introduction, which should be on YouTube. Also, if you like your own music, then you'll need to pause the video and go and set yourself up with that. Okay, with that, let's get us now seated. So we're working on our little glutes today. Alright, but we'll just loosen up and check in with the T-zone to start with. So sitting however's comfortable, you may want to put a little bolster on under your, or a cushion under your bottom to lift your bottom up, or take your legs out in front. Okay, so well done for getting yourself to the mat. And just sit up nice and tall. Open up your chest now and draw your shoulders down and back. Let's just lengthen through the back of our necks and just tuck our chins in and just start to breathe. So just try and breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Keep just breathing. And on your next breath in, let's start rolling those shoulders. So breathing in, roll those shoulders up towards the ears and slide those shoulder blades down and back. Roll them forward again, up towards the ears and down and back. And once more. And just relaxing there. So let's check in with the T-zone. So visualize your T on your lower abdomen, the terang T, okay? And let's inhale now. Let's just draw up along that vertical line of the T as if we're stopping ourselves going to the toilet or passing wind. And flatten, try and draw across those hip bones, across towards each other, across that imaginary T. And just let everything go, just relax there. Think about your neutral spine. Go again, inhale again, drawing up or lifting up. Flatten and just release and let it go. One more here, breathing in through your nose, draw up, lift up, relaxing through the upper body, and just release and let it go. Now just take your hands out in front. Imagine you're holding a really big beach ball or one of those fit balls. Draw those shoulders down and back, and let's now take those arms up and overhead, keeping those shoulder blades cemented down at the back of us, and just go for a lovely big body stretch here. Wiggle the fingers. Now take your right hand down to the floor, and I want you to lift up with your left hand and lengthen over like you're waving peculiarly at somebody. Go again, so release. And lift up really through the side of your torso and lengthen over. Lovely, feeling that stretch through the side of the body. And let's swap over to the other side. So let's flip that arm over, place it down on the floor, and let's take our right arm now up towards the ceiling, lifting up through the side of the torso, and bend that supporting elbow on the left arm. And ease yourself out of that stretch and lift up again and really lengthen over. And coming back out of that. Let's straighten out our right leg out in front of us, okay, and cross the other leg over. So we're just doing a little glute stretch here, because we're going to do a little bit on the glutes. Hug that knee in nice and tightly now. You should feel a stretch to the side of the glute just here. Again, sit up nice and tall, tuck that chin in. Now we're going to turn this into a yoga spinal twist, or a spinal twist here. So turn towards your left knee, plant your left hand behind you, and let's tuck that right elbow behind that left knee. And just look over your left shoulder here. Breathe in, lengthen through your torso. Breathe out, see if you can see a little bit further over your shoulder. Breathe in and release yourself round to the front. Let's swap over onto the other side. So this time, taking your right knee across your chest, okay, and really lengthen up, get that spine back into its neutral spine position, and let's hug that knee in and get that nice glute stretch happening through the side of this right glute here. Okay, now we're going to turn this into the little spinal twist. So really lift up through your torso, and let's plant the right hand behind us now and tuck the left elbow behind the right knee. So inhale, and then as you breathe out, see if you can look a little bit further over that shoulder, over your right shoulder. Inhale there, and breathe out, and release yourself. Okay, straight into it, ladies and gents, boys and girls. Let's get us on our sides for the old clams. So you're lying now with your feet in line with your bottom and your knees at 45 degrees to your hips, and your head is just rested on your arm here. If you haven't got this extension in your arm, roll out up a towel or a cushion and just support your neck there. Okay, visualize your T on your lower abdomen and push this top hip away and just lean the hip, that top hip a little bit forward. We're going to set that T-zone and then we're going to squeeze the heels for the clam and lift the knee as high as it will go without you rolling backwards. And inhale, lower. Inhale, drop that T-zone. Exhale, squeeze the heels, lift the knee and lower. Now I'm targeting a little muscle at the side of your bottom here called your glute med. And I'm just going to place my hand, and you could do the same. Place your hand on the side of the glute and just see whether you can feel that muscle kicking in under those fingers. So to get a deeper contraction, when these knees come together, just consciously try and squeeze the glute and then lift the knee. All right? Keep going. If you're finding these hip flexors at the top of the hip here are kicking in, we can lift both feet up off the floor and that will push that top hip forward and hopefully put you in a better position to try and switch those hip flexors off. So you shouldn't have a clicking or anything happening through that hip there. Okay, just a couple more through here. You should be starting to feel it through the side of the glute. You may be feeling it on the glute, on the ground as well. It's on the mat. All right, one more here. Squeeze those heels and rest those feet back down. And now straighten out that top leg, now out in line with your body. Okay, push that top hip away and push that top hip forward a little bit. Relax the foot and let's draw little circles on the opposite wall. Torso, so from your waist upwards, you're still. Torso is nice and still. You're just literally moving from this hip socket. Okay, you can challenge yourself by straightening out the supporting leg, and that challenges your balance. All right, if that's not as comfortable, just keep it bent at 45. Let's reverse it now. Let's go the other way, reversing the other way. Should be starting to feel it through the side of this glute here. Now I'm going to change it to hot potato. Let's now flex that top foot, flex that foot. Inhale, you just sweep the leg forward to 45 degrees, not way out in front. Turn those toes towards the floor, tap it down twice. Bring it back up in line with the body, swing it back in line with your body, tap it down twice. Turn those toes towards the floor, tap down twice. Straighten it up, swing it forward, tap down twice, tap and tap. Breathing, inhale, exhale, tap. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, tap. Ooh, I can feel it now. Is it ramping up, Kel?
Yep.
Good, good, good. All right, I'm nearly done with you here. Final one, tap it down at the front. Bring it back, hold it there. This final one on this side, bring those legs up now to 90 degrees. So imagine you're sat on a seat, but you're lying on the floor. Okay, so shins are running parallel with the mat in front of you. And we're going to lift the whole leg up. It's not a particularly elegant move, but nobody's watching. Well, hopefully the kids aren't watching. Okay, so as you're lifting this up, leg up, the hip, the knee, and the ankle stay in line with each other. So try not to lead with the knee or lead with the foot. All right, just a couple more. Woo-hoo. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. One more now. We'll make this the final one. Woo. And give your butt a bit of a friendly slap. Okay. Flipping you over to the other side. All right. Getting you set up. All right. Head is supported. I want your neck supported with your arm. If not, support. If you haven't got this extension, remember to put a towel or a cushion under your head there. Feet are in line with your bottom. Knees sit at 45 degrees to your hips. Set that T-zone. Now exhale. Let's squeeze these heels and lift the knee as high as it will go without you rolling backwards. So we're doing the same set on this side now. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. So keep going, breathe out as you lift. And lower. So notice I've put my hand on my butt. I'm just trying to feel for that muscle. And when I bring these knees back together, I'm going to consciously try and give my glutes a little squeeze and then lift. You will also probably be feeling it on the glute on the floor as that stabilizes you in this position. Okay, remember those hip flexors are kicking in as well. We can lift these feet up off the floor to try and push this top hip a little bit forward. So you shouldn't be feeling anything down your legs while you're doing it. It's a concentrated muscle working in the glute here. Okay, just 2 more of these. And 1. Now place that supporting leg down on the mat and let's straighten out that top leg now in line with the body, but relax the foot. Check your position, push this top hip away, lean that little bit forward, and let's draw little circles on the opposite wall, consciously keeping the torso still. And remember to breathe, breathing in and out, only moving this leg from its hip socket. If you want to challenge yourself now, remember we can straighten out the supporting leg underneath us, or you can keep it bent to 45. The choice is yours. Make sure you're not starting to roll backwards as you tire. Let's go the other way if you haven't done so already. Okay, and let's hold that leg out there. Flex the foot and onto the little hot potato. So inhale, sweep the leg forward. Exhale, turn, tap down twice. Once, twice, bring it back. Sweep it back in line with the body. Turn those toes towards the floor, tap down twice. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, tap twice. Inhale, sweep back. Exhale, tap twice. Ooh, I'm starting to feel it through the side of this glute big time. Keep going. Alright, final one of these and then we're going to finish it off. Bring that leg back in line with your body now. Now sweep your legs up as if you sat on that seat at 90 degrees. Set your T-zone and breathe out, lift the whole leg up and lower. Woohoo! Exhale, lift. Woohoo! And lower. You're feeling it through this? Yes. I've got Kel. I've got her working hard. If she's working hard, you guys can work hard, I'm sure. All right, keep going. Just 2 more. Breathe out as you lift. Inhale, lower. Final one. Woof. And rub it out. Okay, rolling you gracefully over onto all fours. We're going to move on to a little number called horse kick. So hands are going directly under the shoulders, knees directly under those hips. Push through those arms so you're drawing the ribs up to meet the shoulder blades. Try and shift your weight back over those knees and really spread your weight through all the digits of your fingers to take the weight out of those wrists. Set that T-zone, spine's in neutral. Go and lift. I'm going to lift the left knee. Let's lift the left knee up off that mat. Hover it there. Exhale now. You extend that leg out and aim to get it up to hip height. Inhale, bring it back. Don't rest it down. Exhale, extend that leg out. Point through that toe, lovely belly toes. Inhale, bring it back. Don't rest it down. Okay, if those wrists are straining, consciously try and take that weight back over that knee. Or if you're still struggling, you can come up onto your fists. Okay, so choose which position you want for those hands. Now just have a little check at your supporting leg. Check that that supporting leg is vertical, it's up and down and you're not leaning over to the side. So both hip points are facing towards the floor. Now you're going to hold it out there, hold it out there. Draw up your tummy, hold your core there and let's pulse that leg up and down. Okay, try not to lift the leg higher than the hip height, otherwise you're going to overarch that back and you'll lose the connection with the core. Keep breathing as you're doing it. Keep going. And 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. If you need a little rest, come off those wrists. Okay, and we'll go again. So draw those ribs up to meet those shoulder blades. Set that T-zone, spine is in neutral, and lift the other knee, the right knee now up off the mat. Hold Breathe out, extend that leg out in line with the body. Inhale, bring it back. Don't let it rest. If you need to have a rest there, you can, but ideally, you don't. Shift that weight over this supporting knee, okay, and check that leg is vertical. You haven't gone off, leaning over to the side. Keep going. Tuck that chin in. Eyes looking at the floor rather than the video if you can. Okay, point through that toe. Keep that core on. Now let's hold it out there. Draw up your tummy. Keep that core on. Let's pulse it up and down. Okay, push through those hands. Try and take that weight through all those digits. Okay, keep going. Soft on the elbows. Don't lock them out. We're nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. And this time, take your knees as wide as your mat. And let's go into the little prayer stretch. Taking your hands out in front of you and just rest your head on the floor. Now if you want to, you can have your knees together for this stretch. I like it with the knees apart, it's personal preference. Now let's walk those hands just over to the left side of your mat. You'll get one of them off the mat, maybe not the other, getting a lovely stretch to the side of the body again. And let's now walk them over to the right side of the mat and sink back, get a lovely stretch again through the side of your body, through that upper area of the body. Walk those hands back to the center now. Paint train tracks with your hands. Plant your palms by the side of your head and push yourself up slowly, rolling through that spine, articulating that spine gently, drawing the shoulders and the head come up last. Okay, finally onto our backs. So gracefully does it. On we go. So we'll start with a little pelvic curl up. For this one, bring your feet a bit closer towards your bottom. Hands are rested down by your side. Spine is in neutral to start with. Set that T-zone, and then as you breathe out, you're going to imprint that lower back into the mat. Dig the heels into the mat. Start peeling up your bottom off the mat, then your lower back, then your middle back, and your upper back are coming up into a bridge at the top. Inhale at the top here, and breathe out. Roll that spine back down onto the mat. Now, if you've got any sciatic concerns, or your back is giving you a bit of a tweak while you're doing this, don't go through the rolling or the tilting motion of the pelvis at the bottom. Just do a simple bridge and lift up, okay? So choose which version suits you. Okay, rolling up again. Inhale at the top and roll yourself back down. Now on this next one, we're going to go up and we're going to hold it there. So let's roll up now. So set that T-zone, imprint the lower back, roll your spine up to the top here. Now you've got two choices, the lower version and a higher version. So I'll show the lower version first. Set that T-zone, check your glutes are firmly on. So it's all about feeling the glutes today. Check they're on and spine is in neutral. Now imagine there's a little ball or ring between those knees. Breathe out, squeeze the knees together. Inhale, release. They don't have to come all the way together. Okay, make sure the hips don't drop while they do that. If this is nice and easy for you, you want to challenge yourself, set the T-zone here, and you go and you breathe out and you lift one leg up towards the ceiling. And then inhale lower and rest it down. Set that T-zone and breathe out, lift the other leg up now. Now, if you're doing this higher version, this higher level where you're extending the leg up, as you lift the leg up, try and keep both hip points again directed up towards the ceiling, just feeling your hip point. Check that they don't drop. This is easier said than done. So imagine there's little headlights sitting on the top of those hip points. Okay, breathe out as you lift and lower. One more of these, or keep squeezing those knees together. Now let's hold it here. Inhale, set that T-zone, and let's roll that spine back down onto the mat for the final time. Dropping it one vertebra at a time, imprinting that lower back into the mat, unraveling and coming back into neutral. Alright, give yourself a little wiggle on the mat. We'll do just one stretch and we're finishing off. So cross one leg over the other. We're going to stretch out those all important glutes. If you feel the stretch here, leave the legs like this. If you're not feeling a stretch, you thread your hands behind this thigh, draw both legs into your chest and tuck your elbow into the side of the knee there. Feeling that stretch. Breathe in, and then as you breathe out, see whether the legs will come a smidgen closer towards your chest. Feeling that stretch through the glute. Have I got you, Karen?
Yeah.
It's a good stretch. One more breath. And just release those legs there. Swap over onto the other side. Start with one leg on the floor and the other leg raised, and see whether you feel that stretch. If not, that's your cue to draw these legs, both legs into your chest, threading behind this thigh, and draw both legs into your chest. Now you can activate this stretch by extending your leg, this leg out, and imagine you're pushing your foot against an imaginary wall. It just activates it. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, see whether those legs will come in. Or there, that knee will go a little bit further out to the side. One more breath. And slowly release those legs. So you can either have a bit of chill out time, or roll yourself onto your side, push yourself up to sitting using your hands. And with that, we're finished. So if you want some chill out time, go and put on a brie, or I've done a little relaxation or a meditation of your own choice. Keep well, speak to you soon. Bye.